so mobile and we have so easy access to one another through smartphones, for example, and cars and planes to bring us out of an environment into another environment so quickly that we lose the sense of place. We have to remember that the five senses are in our bodies. We live our lives through our bodies. Those five senses are in the bodies. Those bodies are always in concrete places all the time. That's where beauty is. Beauty is in front of us. I don't have to go to the Art Institute to find beauty. I don't have to go to the Sistine Chapel in Rome to find beauty. Beauty is in front of me all the time. But I need to have the sense of place. I need to know where I am. I need to spend time where I am. And I need to open my senses to what is right in front of me. So beauty is accessible to us everywhere, anytime. But we need to be rooted in place to be able to see it. We can't be flying away from where we are, as if we're always running away from where we are to something else. And when we do that, we miss the beauty that's right in front of us.
Something like half of the images I've taken were taken within 200 yards of my front door. Normally they're not exceptional things that people would do postcards over.
Jane Austen was famous, the author, the English author, was famous for walking out, going out for a walk and never going beyond 25 feet. She would see the grass growing in the crags, in the rocks, and it would so fascinate her that she would just stop and stare at it. Now there's a woman who had a sense of place and who found great beauty right in front of her. And it's available to all of us. But we have to have the sense of place to be able to see it.
You know, you can see a beautiful Rembrandt or the girl with the pearl earring or whenever, and you can go out and see the birds flocking in the sky for free. You know, you're never going to own the girl with the pearl earring, but there's so much in the world that's beautiful that you don't have to pay one iota. You have to pay attention.
It's right in front of you, but you need to know that you're in a place that has beauty, and you need to open your senses to that.
You know, for years, I would go out at night and walk the dog or whatever, and I would just go out and walk the dog like anybody else. But since I've gotten very interested in art, and since for the last 20, 30 years that I've been working on my photographic project, I stop and smell the roses more. If I go walk the dog, I really notice the Milky Way, or I'll notice the moon. You notice more things that are there.
You know, I'm like most people. I walk my dog every day. I go up to Sibley Park, and every time I walk him there, and I walk him almost daily there, I see something that takes my breath away. It's either the things that are just starting to bloom, it's the color of that bright green this time of year that's, you know, covering the hills, or just the way my dog romps, or yesterday I was walking in our neighborhood, a flock of birds, and as they came, at one point all their wings were a certain way where there was this unbelievable reflection, and I thought, oh my God, I hope someone else is seeing this beauty. I mean, it was beautiful. And then they'd turn and it would be a different way, and then it would turn back where the reflection was on their wings. So I feel blessed. I think there are people in this world who go through and don't see this stuff and don't take note. And that to me is very sad. I mean, they're missing what life, at least for me, what life is about.
Beauty is that moment when I experienced that sense that grace has been there all along, even when it wasn't noticed.
There's a great poem of Hopkins where he says, and I'm paraphrasing, these things were here, and but the beholder wanting. All of these things are going on around us all the time, and our eyes are not seeing them. So you've got the Grand Canyon that's just being the Grand Canyon. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's not always someone looking at the beauty of the Grand Canyon. Or if you look at some of the photographs from the Hubble space station, these things are going on in the universe, and we're not aware of them, and they've been going on for eons, and we've not been seeing them until recently. So these things were here, but the beholder wanting. So the invitation is for me to grow, and hopefully every day I get better in my ability to behold. I don't create beauty, I encounter beauty. There are these great stories from Scripture. I'm thinking now of Jacob wrestling with the angel, where at the end, the next morning, he looks again and says, God was in this place and I did not know it. That's what the experience of beauty brings us to. The divine was in this moment and I didn't see it. I walked right by it.
The story of Jacob lying on the ground, forming a pillow for his head out of rocks, then dreaming, awaking from his dream, and saying aloud, God was in this place and I did not know it, means he transcended the veil that precluded him from seeing that God was everywhere. That the illusion that I need to go to a museum or to a gallery or take a class or to read a book about beauty, or I have to have someone tell me what it is all destroyed by experience and allowing yourself to go beyond the boundaries.
Burning bushes everywhere, right? The world is aflame with burning bushes. Moses encountered the burning bush in Exodus and didn't know what was there and came closer because he was curious, and it was an experience of God. So this notion that God is hidden from us or God is distant from us, or that great song, God is watching us from a distance. The experience of beauty tells us, no, God is in the world, bursting through reality, in burning bushes, in moments of personal encounter with another person, a certain experience, the beauty of nature, listening to music.
In a sense, lose yourself in it, just for the moment. So the mystery, as Larry Kushner observed, the mystery is not that the bush was burning and unconsumed. The mystery is that Moses noticed.
We've all had these kinds of experiences, and it's just a matter of paying attention to them.